What's up, everybody? Brian with HappyThumbsGaming here. We are back with some more LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. This is Episode 4, Chapter 5, Death Star Escape Story. As it is story, there are only one collectible found in this video, and that's the gold brick for completing it. And we'll get to those other guys when we get to the free play, which is actually getting pretty close. If you do the math here, we are almost at the end of Episode 4, and then there's just 5 and 6 before we get to them collectibles in the free play. So, quick shout out to Gary. That's right, Gary's been putting together our achievement guide, and it is coming together nicely on the website. If it's not already out right now, by the time you're seeing this, it won't be long, I promise. But here we go. We got the creeping, crawling credits here. I'm flapping my yapper over the top again. That is per usual. There might be some copyrighted audio here and there, so I might jump in on the cutscenes. I might not. But we're going to go ahead and leak into this one. Hey, quick reminder, don't forget to click that subscribe button as we tumble down. Whee! Don't forget to ring that bell, too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's an alarm bell going on here. This is not good. We've seen this before. We know what happens here, don't we? This is a pretty memorable moment for me, too. As a child, this scene scared the, well, you know, out of me. This scared the junk out of me. All right, and we're about ready to see what happens here. If it's anything like the movies, hopefully these two right there will save us. Oh, to the R2-D2 for the win. Thank you very much. All right, so we are about ready to gain control of our heroes, and we're going to make our way up and through here. All right, so we got to build this platform up. Go ahead and collect the studs. Now, I accidentally made a couple of mistakes while playing this, and I had to play this level a couple of times too, and I found that that was the only time it gave me a blue stud. Most of the time, it made it rain a bunch of gold and silver studs. So if you have to run around and make your way through that garbage to get a few studs, it's probably going to be worth it. Now, as we advance through the hallway here, we've got a couple of things that we can explode on both the left and right sides, as well as a handful of stormtroopers that, luckily for us, got that stormtrooper aim. So, some are better than others, though. I will say, I do take quite a few shots, or pows, right in the kissa, as I like to say. And this next room, this one's kind of fun. It's like a little miniature puzzle. We're going to start off by dropping down here, taking out all these bad guys. Now, if you grab the power-up, it's probably in your best interest to head towards the front right corner, destroy these two big power cells, as well as grab the bluesy that's hiding there in the corner. Now, in the back left corner, or I should say front left corner, there are some more of those battery packs that can be blowed up. And, you know, basically right about now, your stud multiplier or your power-up probably will be wearing off, so I wouldn't worry too much about getting studs. We're going to push this along the non-existent checkerboard path. This is a different one. We know it's got to be pushed over here and locked into place, though. Once it's locked and connected, connect the blocks, la, la, la. Go ahead and push this wheel around, twist it so it pushes the lever up, and all of a sudden we've got higher access, but nobody seems to have the hops to get up there, so we're going to have to use some grappleage to help us out here. So we're going to go back over to the far right side where there is a grapple hook and a little spot here. We'll grapple onto this ledge, and in the back corner you're going to see this little lever. We're going to go ahead and flip it, not once, but twice. The first one's kind of like a decoy. It's definitely not really worth your time. It's an easier way to get up from the bottom, or a different way to get up. Now, this one is worth your time. The third... Oh no, I missed the jump. That jump is completable, I promise you, but I missed it. Go ahead and grapple back up after getting those studs. Flip it one last time. This is going to move it so that we can use the ledge here and grapple across to this newly formed platform that we raised the roof on. Now we're over in the corner. We've got another checkerboard path, sort of. And this little lever, we're going to make it puke out of box. Blech. And now we'll go ahead and push it along. Now, I can't make the lady do the work. Let's put the old Wookie to work. Ooh. All right, look at that. Hey, Luke, you're in the way. Luke out. You see, I'm moving on. All right, go ahead and drop the box down below, which gives us access to this little cart here. At first, I wasn't sure what to do with it. In fact, one of the times that I restarted it was because I got to this point and I didn't know what the heck to do. As it turns out, you just got to drive this bad boy over these in rapid order. If you mess up, you got to turn around and take another lap around, but you got to go beep, boop, 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 really fast. It's faster than the old pitter-patter of the minifig feet can handle, and now look at me, I'm jumping for joy because I got it this time. I'm like, woo to the who. We'll go ahead and flip up here, but before going back across, go ahead and sneak into the hallway we sort of came from, and look at that, we've got ourselves a nice hat. Well, not sure it fits. The one-size-fits-all option, it may not apply here. It's funny, though, because they make the comment about Luke being too small, or Leia makes the comment about Luke being too small to be a stormtrooper. Clearly, Chewie is too big, and the Lego people took advantage of that. So I wonder, does this guy's work? Oh, I didn't waste much time. To be honest with you, I got right down to business. Now, there is an achievement for ripping arms off of minifigs with the Wookie. We do get it coming up soon. In fact, gosh, you know, I feel like maybe I made a mistake. It might be in this video. We'll have to wait and see. If not, it's in the next video. It's coming up soon. It's got to be in this one, because there's, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but there's not a lot of Wookiee action in the next video. So I'll have to go back and fix that beginning intro part stuffs, or you'll just forgive me and it'll look like I didn't talk about it, and it's going to be there. Either way, it's going to be one of those accumulative ones that you get for ripping the arms off. You just got to get up close and personal, and when you're up close, I think it automatically does that attack. I'm pretty sure it does. All right, this is a checkerboard path with a battery cube on it. We're going to have to push it into place once we get this next door open, which we just did. So we'll open that up. We'll take out the baddies inside, and now we got to just push it along. Now, the path doesn't go all the way across there. There's definitely a gap between, well, where the door is, but it should slide right over into place for you. Once it's in, locked in, loaded, go ahead and flip that flip the switch. The slitch, I don't know what a slitch is. That's another Brianism. We'll add it to the book that I hopefully will write one day. All right, we got a couple baddies in the hallway here. We're going to take them out quickly and keep on keeping on. Now, this area is kind of funny. First of all, there's a funny angle right there that for taking those out. Again, you cannot target and aim. At least if you can, I haven't figured out how to do it. And as we advance along the balcony here, it's a long, long drop down. Don't look down there. But hey, speaking of looking down, what's going on here? There's a blue stud. If you look, it's floating under the, it looks like it's on top there. But if you go back, it's totally playing tricks. Speaking of mind tricks, Jedi mind tricks, perhaps. I don't know. That's definitely not a friendly mind trick. That's just mean. There's a blue stud over there. You know how I feel about them blues. Got to get them all. Got to get them all. All right, we'll go ahead and grapple up, and we're going to flip this switch, which is going to open up that little box to the left and drop down some bits. Those bits can be built into the rest of what's needed to make this elevator work. Turns out the panel has been destroyed, so we're going to rebuild it up there. Oh, don't forget to grab that blue. And let's see here. It should be active. Go ahead and ride the grapple up to that second level and patiently wait for that elevator. Now, there is a bunch of studs on the upper level as well as the right middle level. It's up to you whether you want to grab those or not. I definitely don't want to miss out on those. However, there is this barrage of baddies that keeps coming and trying to take me down. Now, keep in mind, one shot from a stormtrooper gun will, not well, in that case, it took me all the way down because I had no hearts left, but it will remove the stormtrooper hat if you've used the old hat dispenser. And let's see here. So I definitely recommend taking out this group. I think there's like 10 of them. I don't think there's anything you can do to slow them down. I just believe there's like a set number. And forgive me for not counting, but there's that one guy down below, and I think that's it. So he rides up, I think, in a minute and tries to thwart my plans. But so I highly recommend, even if you're going for those studs on that lower level or up top or whatever, try to go up top and use the actual hello. You remember, you gotta pretend that you're a stormtrooper. Oh, look at that! I ripped his arms off as he rode the lift. That was pretty sweet. All right, back up top. Oh, I tried to quick jump it. No such luck. And I do believe I totally missed the jump here in a second too, as I try to go down below. There is a mini kit. We'll get that at a later date. As you guys know, there's quite a few of them along the path in our story bits, but we're going to save those all for, oh no, I told you I fell, for free play. And the reason is, if you guys are wondering, if you haven't figured it out or haven't heard me talk about it a gajillion times in the past, it's essentially so that you guys can count on only needing to watch one video to get all the collectibles. You know, in all fairness, it would actually suit us better for views and watch time. It would actually benefit us if we did split them up. And look at that, there it is in here. Let the Wookie win. All right, I'll have to go back and add that if, well, I guess by now you're seeing this. It has been added, so woo to the hoop. But yeah, so, you know, as I was saying, you know, as far as views and watch time goes on YouTube, it certainly would benefit us to split those up. But we know that you guys would prefer to only watch one video, especially when you got shenanigans like what's going on the screen right now. Chewie, ooh, watch out, buddy. Recommendation here, definitely want to take out the bad guys before trying to build up these panels. However, they do respawn, so you gotta take them out and quickly make it happen. Now that I got these guys over here, I got a little trick that I'll show you because it can be frustrating, as I've ran into a handful of issues with the hat dispenser where I get a hat and then I get it knocked off. So in this case, because there's a handful of pew-pews, let's go ahead and put a hat on everybody. We only needed one person to go ahead and access that terminal. And, you know, maybe one of these guys or two of these guys can be the old bullet shield, and the last two guys, or the last guy standing perhaps, last Wookie, or I guess woman standing, could be too, could be the one. So I'm going to start off with Luke. I'm going to move fast, and I'm going to go drop down. Oh, yep, look at that. Look at that. Oh, to the, yeah. So I actually got it in time, but he did shoot and knock it off. So, but I still have two guys with helmets on right now, because I don't know if you noticed, but Chewie took a bullet for us. So that was pretty sweet, Chewie. Now, this next section, this is tricky. There is a collectible found here. If you destroy those giant panels, those half circles or whatever they are, they're like giant batteries on the wall there. If you take them down, it gives you a little counter. There is one of 3. Did you see that? So I'm trying to skip those because I, again, don't want to get any of the collectibles in this video. Hopefully, you guys are not watching this. Hopefully, you guys have skipped over all of our story videos, and you can save me the embarrassment of what is about to happen here. All right, close your eyes. Fast forward. Don't look. Pretend this isn't happening. All right, so try. That's 3. Here comes third attempt right here. Ready? Here goes attempt number 3. Let's count them up. Okay, here comes number 4. I can take out a few bad guys. So there are these switches on the right and left sides of the room. They do close the door and give you kind of a short break from the bad guys coming in here. In our case, I don't get them closed in time, and tons of baddies are shooting at me. Now, it is in your best interest to take those guys out on the upper balcony in the back there too, because those guys don't really seem to respawn. So I recommend getting those guys. You can see they're out of there. So this is attempt number 4, right? Right? I got it. It's me. Yeah, you guys got owned. Wait. Oh, wait. I got hit again. 4, 5. Okay, here's 5. Okay, 6. Here comes 6. More bad guys here. 6. Am I gonna get it? Nope. 7. I told you guys to fast forward. It's 8. So what's happened here is our break from the baddies is over, and I am losing studs faster than you can say. Brian is terrible at Lego games. So I gotta run back over here and try to flip this switch again, take out another room full of baddies. All right, guys, you might as well do the left one too, right? Try to prevent them all. And now that I don't have to take out those guys in that upper balcony in the back, that'll buy me a few extra seconds, which should be enough. I think we're gonna get it in under 12 tries, guys. What is this, 9? 9? Are we gonna get it in 9? Under 10 tries, woo to the hoot. Now we can go ahead and blast that and make our way right on through. Now, in my case, I saw a bluesy. I gotta make sure I grab that before heading out of here because I lost so many studs. I think I started that room with like 28,000 or something. Ugh, that's the worst. All right, this next room is another quickie too. We got a power up in the corner, which I was excited to see, but I probably should have waited to use it because there is not a ton of studs to grab right now. There is a lever on the right side of the door that we came in. We're going to flip that. It's going to boost us up and over. Now I'm quickly going to make mincemeat out of all these baddies on the upper balconies. There was a couple you didn't even see. There's one up above me on the right there too. Now we're going to push this. It's a weird, I don't know what it is, some sort of a weird device. And now it turns on a magnet. It's going to blow that up. Booyakashow. And we've got ourselves some buildable bricks. There we go. I was going to say, that took a little bit longer than it probably should have, but we'll go ahead and accept that now that it's ready to go. We've got a grapple pad to go ahead and launch ourselves up above. That is going to flip this switch and hopefully help us get, yep, that's right. We've got one step closer to getting our Falcon under wraps. They got it locked up right now. We got to get it back. Now, part of the help is going to be required by some robots, so go ahead and build up the switch there and push it down to open the door and reveal that our robots have been hanging out in there all the time. So we're going to switch on over to 3PO, and I run over to this panel, but guess what? It's wrong. It's not 3PO you need. The good news is, though, whilst playing as the robots, you are not going to be bothered by baddies. Now, look at this. I didn't see R2 in the upper right-hand corner. I was trying to walk back, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I lost another 4,000 studs. Ah, that's so the worst. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get our people. Here we go. Go ahead and connect it. And, okay, so we got, looks like we got at least 2 more terminals we need to hit up. So we'll get our crew's on. Well, yep, nothing to see here. They're stormtroopers, just a mindless robot, not doing any dirty work for the humans or nothing like that. Yep. All right, over here, we're going to ride up, but guess what? We actually need 3PO for that one. There is another R2 terminal over in the far left corner. Luckily for us, 3PO followed us over, and he doesn't do well with anti-gravity situations. But, all right, now to get back down, this is kind of the bummer thing here. There's no ledge to drop off of, and 3PO can't jump, so you gotta walk all the way back over. Now, if you look in the back, you can see Vader and Obi-Wan fighting it up, as they do right at the end of the scene in the movie. Now, I did pull up the movie, and so I'm gonna start watching these as we go on, so I have a little bit better knowledge and notifications for you guys, because I know that sometimes I flub up some names and think, oh, are you kidding me? I was gonna say, are you kidding me? I'm not gonna get that blue stud. I like walked right over to it, and I'm just gonna pass it on by. All right, so we're not ready yet to be humans. We need to still be a robot. In fact, it's I'm pretty sure it's R2 over here in the corner. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. And there's, what is that? That's a stormtrooper one. Yep, we'll need that one in a little bit. So we're gonna have to do some backtracking, and probably, well, maybe not. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Switch to the robots. Yes. Beep, bubble, beep. Here we go. And we are almost done with this level because we are almost escaped. That's right. We've almost escaped from. Oh, look at that. Now we know what to do with those. We saw one of those earlier, and we needed the speed, right? So we'll go ahead and hop in this speeder again, and oh, it's facing the wrong way. That's not very convenient. And I messed up on my first pass by, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the brakes. Whip it around, Fast and Furious style, and I get destroyed. Oh, I'm not worried about the studs, but I should be because I'm losing them like crazy. All right, so take out a few of these guys. Look at me, I'm ripping their arms off. And I think once you take these guys out, like once you free this little speeder thing, whatever it is, it's like a loader dock vehicle. Once that's out, I don't think the guys respawn anymore. I think that's the end of that. Now, our Falcon is up, and it seems to be ready to go. However, our little ramp to get up and out of here is not there. So I kind of run around for a second. Oh, it turns out I had a straggler. That's what it was. I had a straggler. Now, 2 more coming in. Couple more. We got to take these guys down. Once these guys are down, this is, you remember, stop that ship, blast them. Right? I mean, so this is one of those moments. Go ahead and take these guys out. Once the stormtroopers have officially been removed, this, I do believe, is the final group. But they are responding. What? Maybe not. So there's a few unknowns for me here, if I'm being totally honest. Oh, look at that. Maybe we got to do a second run. Psych. Look at that. What? See what I'm saying? Unknowns. Go ahead and hop into the ramp of the Falcon and take us to the final cutscene. No, Ben! He's like, hello. Look at Vader, too. He's like, all right. Oh, wait. Forgot what I was doing here. Yeah, you guys don't know, do you? Or do you know? You guys know. Oh, no! Obi-Wan down! Oh, no! We are out of here. Ain't nothing faster than Pew. Hey, look at that. Level complete. Free play unlock. That is awesome. Now, we did not get the True Jedi, and that is because I was terrible at Lego in this level. I don't know if I've ever been that bad. I know I've had a few. Every series has at least one video or area that I just struggle with, or something goes wrong. Just fate is just always set for me to look like a noob at some point. But in this case, I do hope that that was it, and that will wrap it up for LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga, Episode 4, Chapter 5, Escaped from the Death Star. That's right, we are going to keep on keeping on with this until we get to them free play vids, and then we've got super stories and other things to take on after that. So be sure to check us out on social media. If you haven't already, click that thumb we must see. As for me, that's going to do it. As always, until next time, see ya.